Live, love Africa. What's your excuse for not coming? Please subscribe.
Hello, I'm Dynasty Mir. Dynasty Mir, search for Uhuru. We are shooting. We aren't live, but we are in my favorite city on the continent, my home. I love it. Freetown, Sierra Leone. And I have Sister Raheema on with us today. And you guys were just having a conversation in Creole, and I was trying to pick it up.
Okay.
What was the discussion about?
We were talking about patriarchy, rape, and consented sex, stuff like that.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on patriarchy?
Yeah.
You know, in America, they're making patriarchy a cuss word now. It's like a cuss word in America.
You know, there's some of the privileges that comes with being a man in the African setting where people consider men as the head, and they make the decision, they inherit property, so things like that.
Okay. Do you have a problem with the man leading?
Um, yes, I do to some extent. I do. I think we need to understand and have a balance to understand that women too have rights and to contribute to economic development or any other things. So they should be educated. They should have the opportunities, some of the opportunities that are available to the men. They should have some of these things so they'll be able to excel likewise.
Now, when you say opportunities, like what kind of opportunities do you think are lacking for women that men have access to?
Like I mentioned earlier, education is one, and access to proper health care, access to inherit. For instance, we we have a culture wherein if your husband dies and he actually owns a house and he dies, and then the family will come, the family of the husband will come and perhaps ask the wife out with the kids, and you're left with nothing. You have to raise these kids like that. So we want to see a Sierra Leone where women will have, if your husband dies, the property belongs to you and your children, so you should have them and you'll be able to take care of your kids.
You think maybe something like a will would help with that?
Yes, but in Sierra Leone, how many people really do have will? Even educated people, they don't. Yeah,
I think that's something that we can educate people on, and maybe
maybe. Yeah,
in the meantime,
it's
that
something
can.
we can do. Yeah.
Now you've written a book. Can you go into details about your book? Do you have a copy of your book on you?
No, I don't,
Okay.
unfortunately. But the book is titled Yabom,
Okay.
and it's about a young girl. Um, well, I don't, how will I say, I don't want to give any spoiler alerts, but then it's about a young girl who goes through the struggles and in a, just what we are talking, in a society, in a patriarchal society, and a man's world, and she was able to turn her life around through the help of some strong men as well
Okay.
as women, and she was able to turn her life around and able to build herself a career and excel. She was able to break barriers, so I think people should go on Amazon and check the book out. And
If you could repeat
read.
to people how they could get your book, everybody, make sure you go buy the book as well. If you
It's on
could.
Amazon. It's on Amazon, and it's titled Boom.
Now I know the first lady. I see she's doing a lot for
Okay.
the women
Yeah.
in Sierra Leone. What are your thoughts
I
on
think
that?
yeah, she's doing extremely well when it comes to raising awareness for young girls, and she has this project, Hands Off Our Girls, which is about gender-based violence against women and girls. So, and that platform has helped in a lot of ways to raise awareness to children in school and to know when how will I put this? How I go put them? Like I can say it in Creole, right?
Go ahead.
Like the girl picking them for actually know when them they become uncomfortable, and when you become uncomfortable and you think say somebody is doing something that is not right, you are not okay with it. So that in platform the hands of a girls they create that kind environments where in picking them the land when whatever thing they become molestation or sexual harassment or violence. So I think it's a great platform, and she has the voice, she has the power, and I think she's doing well with it.
So outside of being an author, what else do you do?
I am an entrepreneur. And I'm into. Do you know our local embroidery? We have a local embroidery we do here that is called stitches or
Okay.
prints.
Okay.
So I am into that.
So you do
And
that yourself? You can do that yourself?
no, I have people
Mm-hmm.
that are working for me, and I do that and produce, and I'm working with somebody that is already in the US and
Okay.
has the market. I do it for people here also, so some people might want, and then
Off ads. What else you
yeah,
do? The stitching.
yeah,
The stitching.
yeah.
All right.
So I'm into the stitch embroidery, and I'm doing that for a niece of mine who is also, she has an online store called Leone Culture, and so I'm producing for her. She buys these prints for me, and then she resells in the States. So that is exactly what I'm doing business wise.
So you write.
Yeah,
You're into, I guess, fashion.
yeah.
I know there's something else you have to do. I know.
Yeah, I blog as well.
Okay.
I have a blog called That's Identity Blog.
Okay.
Yes, where I blog for up and coming entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Yes, so um, I also use that platform to share my points, and sometimes I just delve into topics that are controversial.
Like what?
So,
Give me an idea. Give me a topic. A controversial topic right now.
like I the last one I talked about was surrogacy. We don't have those kind of discussion in Sierra Leone actually, where somebody can you can pay somebody if you're having problem with fertility. You can pay somebody to either provide the egg or
Okay.
yeah, this kind of stuff. So these are some of the topics I sometimes attempt to talk about, so like people can get the exposure and what this means, and sometimes it might be something about mental. I just discuss what comes to mind.
Now with surrogacy, you think? I know in America it's very expensive
Yeah.
to do that. Do you think
Yeah.
that might be part of the reason why it's not? Because it's
Yeah.
like the rich do surrogates in
Yeah.
America. So
Yeah. But I'm just thinking there'll be a time we don't have the opportunities here yet, but we have in Ghana and places like Nigeria which are close by. So I think with time, people will be open to these things, and it's better they have the resource that is already there where they can go and read and make few research. Or, of course, this information are just there for research purposes. I always tell people if you want to have more information, you consult your doctors or any professional, because I'm not a professional in that field. I'm just there to provide some of the information to people's curiosity. Because sometimes people will sit down and think that are having issues with fertility and think that okay, if this is available, will I opt for it? And like just triggering people's mind. So yeah, that's what I do basically.
Would you
and I
consider-
promote entrepreneurs also.
would you consider yourself a feminist?
Not in the sense. First
Okay.
of all,
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I
good.
yeah.
Good.
First of all, I don't truly understand what feminism means, so I don't want to jump into the bandwagon and say I am a feminist. I am still learning and researching. I agree with them in some. things, and some other things I don't know. I don't agree. So like I said, I am still in that path that I'm learning what feminism or true feminism really is. So for now, let me just say I'm in a limbo. I'm still learning what feminism is about. So some of the things they do make sense and I can relate to them, and some are just wild and I don't know how to say it, but I'm learning. Maybe sometime in the future I'll confidently say I am a feminist, but not now.
Do you think for women the best way moving forward would be through entrepreneurship or through, I guess, corporate salons, Sierra Leone? Like what?
I would say for now, in the short term, entrepreneurship is the best because, like we were saying, the platform wherein girls and boys do start school together. In fact, girls are usually in larger numbers when they are in primary school, but it's time they get to secondary school and the number of boys far exceed those of girls. So there are other things that deter these girls from pursuing the education they need for the corporate world. So in the short term, we can plan on empowering them with entrepreneurship and skills that they will be able to build, and so that they can be able to empower themselves and provide for themselves economically at the end of the day to develop the country. But for the short term, I think entrepreneurship.
Where do you see Sierra Leone in 5 years? If you could predict, you had a crystal ball.
Yeah, this one is hard. We are making strides slowly.
But it's trying. It's moving forward.
Yeah, we are moving forward, even though it's a snail pace. But the fact is, we are moving forward. So we are hoping, because Sierra Leone, we have the resources. If only we can build on human capacity, and we have the natural resources, like I said earlier. So we have potential to grow and be one of these paradise. But the willingness on our part, that is what is lacking, I would say. So if we all come together and ask and demand change from those that are our leaders, I think we'll get the results we want. We can only learn how to work together and demand for things the things we deserve, because we deserve better as humans.
In closing, how can people get in contact with you? They want to reach out. They want to follow you.
Okay, if they want to follow me, I'm on Facebook on Das Salon Titi, Das Salon _Titi, and on Twitter I am Das Salon Titi 232, and my website www.dassalon-titi.com, and yeah, Facebook, on Instagram, Das Salon Titi. So these are the places, or they can send me email at dassalontiti123@gmail.com. Phone number, okay, you can access me at
do you want people calling out? People.
Exactly.
Some people that watch this, some people that watch,
somebody might just be calling you guys.
All types of great stuff. So, well, thank you for sitting down with us.
Thank you, Amir.
No problem. Until next time, family. Dynasty Mirror Search for Guru. Peace.